baking a cake. I just wanted to say something as well. Hi. There's just like no people and then 5 people. I've just come on again because my youngest has just gone because his nan's picked him up, so I'm going to bake a cake. If I knew Q was coming, I'd have baked a cake. Baked a cake. Just singing, what's that song that just popped in my head before that? Sunshine on a rainy day makes my soul. Yes, well, I have this little cupcake book that I really love. It's really cute. Also, I've just seen something. Also, baking a cake or baking a loaf of bread, you know, them breadcrumbs, I believe they've all been collected. And I do believe, why I'm baking a cake, let me get my scales out, is, do you think it's all starting to come out in the media a little bit? Because we've had the commercial, we've had the Q commercial on Fox. Funny that, isn't it? And also, has anyone just seen, my dad just sent me Trey Gowdy, is it Trey Gowdy? Whatever his name is. Talking about when Trump said about, we don't worship the government, we worship God. And then that interview was saying on CNN, oh, what do you mean, this, that and the other, going on about religion. And he said something on the lines of, no, America, you can be religious or not religious, it doesn't matter. Such and such a body was like that. JFK Jr. said it, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, JFK Jr. was mentioned, was he? Ooh, and who has seen, so let me weigh this out, who has seen the military picture in a queue, blatantly a queue, the letter Q with somebody stood in there? Yeah, posted that somewhere because, I mean, you know, if the military are doing it, I mean, it mustn't be real, must it, you know. And there's somebody that sticks out in the queue. Oh my God, people. Butter. So, yes. Do we believe? Did Trump say something last week about let me get my utensils. Oh. Did Trump say something about watch out this week and all that? You know, watch this week. Sorry, I'm just looking at my ingredients. Got some pink frosting. I was a long-term vegetarian and getting off sugar and going low can't fix my health issues. I know, I'm just being a bit naughty making a cake. At least I'm making it from scratch. But I know, I'd like to have a little treat now and again. At least I sort of know what's going in it. You know what I mean. So, has anyone seen them? And also seen what Hillary's been saying, because she's just a disgusting woman. Did anyone see the picture of the military? And somebody in that military picture? 110, I'll tell you what though, I believe it's better to have full fat stuff and proper butter instead of all this stuff that's not proper butter and it's got loads of stuff in it because it's plastic that you're eating. So, you know, years ago, you know, I'd even say cooking lard or whatever. You know, when they're going about this low fat stuff really and this, you know, light sugar and all, now I just believe, no, have the full fat stuff but just don't have to be eating it all the time. It's just as bad. It's like when they say Coca-Cola and all that stuff when the what, I mean, I don't drink fizzy drinks, but the stuff that's meant to be lower is actually worse. You know, it's just to get you to buy it because you think it's better for you because it's low in this and low in that. So Hillary is ill. Oh yeah, ill as can be. So I just think it's funny. It's all starting to trickle out there, isn't it, into the media. Yeah, pushed margarine when I was younger. Used butter now. That's what I mean. Use proper butter, people. Instead of margarine, it's full of plastic and cack. Yeah, she's got Kuru disease, that woman, as we all know. Well, most of us do. Sorry, I'm just trying to weigh this out. What flavour cake? It is my favourite, and it is Madagascar. Not Madagascar. Was it Madagascar? Vanilla. I love vanilla. Vanilla. Oh. I normally do it in cupcakes, but yeah, she is delusional. But I've got this like, what do you call it, silicone thingy thing. So I'm going to make a long one and then slice it into pieces, which I did last week. Right, what's this? 220. So you've got to treat yourself sometimes, but it's just all in moderation, isn't it, at the end of the day. So that goes in there. No, I think it says, yeah, Madagascar vanilla. Madagascar vanilla. Have you seen? No, Fernando Uzi. I don't know if I know who that is. Or I might do. I might just not be realising it is, because I think that one with what Trey Gowdy's just said on CNN was hilarious. Like he said, Trump saying, you know, we believe in God, not the government, which is great. But like Trey Gowdy said, he is saying as well, you can believe in what you want to believe in. You don't have to be religious as well. You can either believe, you can be religious or not be religious. So yeah, fancy that. This plain flour. Self-raising. So yeah, I'm baking a cake. You know, I do believe that we've got all the breadcrumbs now. We've got more than we know. And that's what it was all for, to collect those breadcrumbs given out, connect all the dots, put it together, and then we bake the loaf or the cake or whatever you want to call it, that put the last pieces of the jigsaw together. Yes, and JFK Jr. was mentioned, so isn't that hilarious? If anyone's seen the picture of the military doing a queue with a load in the middle and the person in the middle that sticks out, does anyone know who they think that might be? Could look like with grey hair. Anybody? Can't see chat. It's about Army Cupid JFK Jr. possible. That's what we're thinking. Yeah. And it's always a bit fuzzy over his face, but yeah. Yeah, doppelganger if not to you know, get it out there, but we know what's coming. Where's that 0? But it was just a great picture anyway, because if they're putting that out, you know, military, more and more things are coming out. Yeah, where we go on we go. You've got a commercial coming out, Trump at the beginning, and at the end of it, it says where we go on we go. Some people might not get the meaning of that, but oh, is JFK Jr. alive? Of course he is. Of course he is. Never died, did he? Faked his death. I think most people would if they knew what his family, you know, what was, you know, if you don't know the story, then you need to research. This self-raising. Plain flour. Oh no. See, was that? Need to measure that again, I'm not sure. I was reading the right one then. Oh no, it was. That's right. Yes, he's always alive, all right. And that's what we all mostly think on here anyway, you know. Oh, sorry, I just need to do this little bit. You're making cake from scratch? Yeah. Oh no, I'm not using cake mix. They're disgusting. Ugh. No, sorry. No, from scratch, because I don't like cake mixes. all the kiddie ones, I think they're horrible. There's nothing in them. They're just, no, I've got some chocolate chips to put in. I'd rather make my own because they're quick and easy, and it tastes much nicer. So, yeah, I'm just measuring the bits out. I'll do it in a minute. Yeah, that's basically all done. So, no, I just wanted to come on because I've just seen that picture and I just believe, you know, when Trump said the week, I haven't checked your channel out, so I don't think I have. I'll have to have a look. So, Fernando. So, yeah, it's just because I saw that, and I just think, you know, when Trump said last week or whenever it was, I don't know what day it is, he was like, oh, watch for next week, you know, because I don't just think it's to do with watch the caravan. I think there's a lot of things, yeah, you know, things at weekend. Well, there's a lot, as we know, coming up anyway, but I just think it's funny how it looks like things are starting to slip out a bit more in the media about Q and JFK Jr. because obviously we've just seen it. And the commercial, I've just shown his nana. I was like, look at this. Look what they say at the end, where we go when we go. And she's even said, she watched a documentary last night and she said, oh, they were going on about, did the McCanns sell the child? I'm not saying they did. I'm just saying there's a lot of chat going on about. They were near the, was it the Podestas when they were away on holiday? Just seems a bit odd. Just saying. That's what people are thinking. Is that what's happening at weekend as well? Something about the Podestas? Because we all know about the Podestas. And she said other things that she's heard that are saying things. She's like, oh, this was that. I went, funny that, isn't it? Not really. You know, starting to see things. So, yeah. I do need to have a nosy around the internet. But yeah, I just looked at that and thought it was brilliant. The Trey Gowdy and the military round in a circle in the, you know, the letter Q. Some people will still think it's not. Oh, it's just a coincidence, is it? Okay. So I just need to get some popcorn in. Has Kelly Ann Hub News come out with another video? Her last one was I believe number 24. I don't know, you've just reminded me of something then about... Who said something today about first president or something about... Link... Oh, you've just jogged my memory about something, I can't think what it was. I'm laughing at the fact that Obama is trying to do speeches, trying to take credit for everything Trump's done, trying to make out he did it in his his run. No, you didn't. Stop trying to take credit and calling it the Great Way and this, that, and the other when you did nothing. We all know you didn't do anything. Oh, these people trying to all mess it up for the voting. It's not going to work, people. Oh, my days. But anyway, they need to keep pumping that commercial out with where we go, one we go all at the end. It's absolutely hilarious. Yeah, he's so rubbish. I mean, I think there'll be a lot more hashtag walks away now, really, you know, with Hillary just spouting out what she spouted, and it's apparently going viral. So, well done, Hillary. Good job, because you're just taking it all away from your side. More people, you know, getting over to the right side of a moral compass at the end of the day, because that's what it's all about. But yeah, Obama is not enough. No, and I've noticed how they didn't pan out on the people who were behind him because he didn't have many people behind him. Now they pan out now, don't they, at the Trump rallies. You can see how many people are there. And there was another, I tweeted someone the other day, there was another great black family the other day that had put on their tweet, no, we haven't been paid to go to the Trump rally, blah, blah, blah. We've drove 4 miles, waited in a queue for 6 hours, blah, 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 off their own, you know, because they're supporting Trump because they believe in what he is. Not that they'll report that on mainstream media, they'll say something totally different, like we all know. Because that's how pathetic these people are. So I just have to get me vanilla measured out. So, yeah, I think we've just got to keep looking around and see what we see. Have you remembered what you wanted to say when I mentioned? No, it's something about a president, one of the older ones. I can't remember. It might have been what I might have seen something with Trump saying something. I can't remember. I don't know if it was Lincoln or God, I can't remember. But even my son's nana just said, because I thought she used to think I was crazy at first, but now she's actually said to me, do you know what? When you've got a positivity and you think positive through illness and all that, she went, because she's had cancer and stuff, she said, you know, I do think it helps. I went, oh yeah, if you give up and don't have faith, you're just shutting your body down. And then she sort of said, I was telling her about stuff, and she said, you know what? She went, I've been looking at things. She went, things sound like prophecies and stuff like that. I went, yep. So she's even like, you know, in the know. And like when some people say, oh, if God was good, he wouldn't do this and wouldn't do that. The thing is, he gives us free will, like I said before, to be good or bad. It's the bad people that bring all these things in, like certain man-made diseases, man-made wars. So when you think of like the creator God or whatever you want to call it, you're free to call it what you want to call it, is like, he didn't bring all them sort of things here. All those things they say, why I don't believe in God because he brought it. Well, I hate it, whatever. The source didn't. It's if you chose to be good or bad, those bad people brought them things in because they're selfish. That's how I see it. Dems couldn't fill a phone booth, never mind a rally. Exactly. I'm just like, don't know if I just put enough vanilla in or not. But USA. Yeah, my kitchen's not finished off. We had it decorated a bit ago, and I need to paint it. I think it might be going pale pink, or I don't know, like this sort of colour, but lighter, a lot lighter, not like a fresh colour. Don't know yet. It's only a tiny kitchen. But yeah. So I'm going to go and finish this cake off. Might show you it tonight. The finished. It's a bit belated Q cake, you know. But when we actually said it was his birthday on Sunday, it wasn't actually Q's, because I believe someone was saying that the first drop was Donald J. Trump, the initials, and then I think a couple ones after that, that's when Q started. So could be today. I don't know. You know what I mean, though. Don't you think the voice comparison of JFK Jr.? Yes, JFK Jr., the narrator of Q, the Plan to Save the World, is definitely, I think, JFK Jr. Someone commented, don't need to say the name, you know, it's what you believe or not. Oh, it doesn't sound like them. Oh my God, yes, it does. And the more you watch Q, the Plan to Save the World, the more you can hear that voice. The more you go and watch a lot of interviews with JFK Jr., you can tell it's him, the way he speaks, the way he talks about things. It's his voice. But I know some of the people are just putting these up when I look over. They haven't got anything on their thing or anything. Trolls. Do you know what I mean? Trying to take you off the subject. Never take me off the subject, because I believe wholeheartedly that he's alive. So if I look stupid and it came out it wasn't, oh well. But there's too many dots being connected. There's too many oh, it's a coincidence. I don't think so. Not when you're proper looking at stuff. As we know, so I'm not saying that to anyone here, we know. And that's our truth, that's our reality. And someone not looking at it, obviously it's not in their reality because they're not looking. So obviously they're not going to see something if you're not looking. Someone could say, I've heard this saying before, someone could say, Michael Jackson's in my front room right now, I could say that, but in your reality he isn't because you can't see it. Or even if someone was here right now and said he's in there and I'm like, no he isn't, how would I really know? I haven't actually checked in there, if you get what I'm sort of saying. Because I'm not looking. If you're not looking and you're not researching, how do you know? You know? But anyway, I better go and finish my cake. I just wanted to come on again because he's just gone and I was like, oh my God, have you seen them little snippets of things that have gone out? Yeah, well, I think it was Angel and some other people did the swearing in ceremony, and yeah, I think he might have been there. And the organisation, I can't say the word, about that Louis, I don't know what his name is. And some people, my dad was like, I don't know if it was him, but I said, oh, it could have been with all his disguises. I said, there are bits that do look like him, sort of thing. But like I said, we'll all find out in the end, because there will be like, do you remember this? Like, where's Waldo? It'll show us all the ones that maybe even the ones that we missed and was like, no way, you know, no way was it that one. 11. It'll be 11. Yeah, that's what I mean. We're not sure, but you never know. It did look like the guy with the bald head, the security thingy guy. That was a bit odd. But I'm sure we'll be shown the Where's Waldo. Yeah, Where's Wally, we call it over here, of who he was and how many. And he could have been there at loads of things that we didn't actually even think about, you know, like no way. Because sometimes when you're not looking at first, you don't see. And then because we've been looking so much, sometimes you don't see because right in your face, even though we've seen a lot of them. Good enough, seen a lot of them. So I'm going to go and finish this cake off. And I'll be on tonight. So tired. Oh, I'll be glad when most of this comes out so I can just, that's why I've been trying to chill out a bit, just to be like, research. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, where's Waldo? Oh my God, where's JFK Jr.? Tell you what, I'll be buying my son that one. I'm buying it myself. It'll be in part of the book, won't it? The greatest story ever told, and then there'll be that section in it like, where's JFK Jr.? Spot JFK Jr. Yeah, stay frosty. So see you soon. Bye.